What's up everybody, my name is Justin and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. On today's video, I am doing a brand that I have never tried before in my life. Today, we are doing the Copper and Cask Single Barrel Store Pick from Beach Liquors. Okay, so Copper and Cask. Never had it before, but if you guys saw the last bourbon hunting video that I did down at the beach over in Delaware, this is one that I found in Bethany Beach at Beach Liquors. It was their store pick. It is a single barrel coming in at 5 years old, 116.6 proof. It is selected by Beach Liquors, distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, filled May 2017, bottled November 2022, even has the mash bill on here of 70% corn, 20% rye, and 9% malted barley. So obviously this is sourced, it is bottled by Latitude Beverage Company in Rumford, Rhode Island. So Copper and Cask from Rumford, Rhode Island, a single barrel project curating superior hand-selected spirits, always rare and never ordinary. A single barrel selection coming in at 5 years old, always rare, never ordinary. This bottle of whiskey represents the journey of one hand-selected barrel with its own unique story of origin and maturation. Non-chill filtered and released at barrel proof, this whiskey is presented in its truest form, direct from cask to bottle. So there you have it. I was interested in this one because one, it's a store pick of something I've never had before, kind of at cask strength, 5 years old, and I think it was like 50 bucks. If I remember correctly, somewhere between 45 and 55, so I think $50. I'd have to go back and look at the video, but yeah, so I decided I would go ahead and try something new that I haven't had before. I think the bottle overall looks pretty cool. I like the labeling, I like the information on the back, the mash bill and everything. I think more people should do that, more brands should do that. It's in the fancy bottle, you know, that everybody uses when we're premium, but whatever. So we're gonna try it today. We're gonna rank it on the tier system, see how it goes. Let's do the bottle pop, get the nosing straight out of the bottle. Okay, absolute real cork here on the Copper and Cask. Let's get the nosing out of the bottle. A real light caramel. Real light caramel vanilla. Oh, it's hard to get the nose on that one out of the bottle, which is generally easier for me out of the bottle, which is interesting. That's kind of the first time. We'll see if that carries over into the glass or not here on the Copper and Cask. Looks pretty nice in the glass, standard. Pretty much bourbon color there, not too light, not overly dark, anything like that. Let's see if the nose improves or I can actually smell it any better here out of the glass. Still really light on the nose, honestly. Still really light on the nose. I think that there's some apple notes in there too to go along with that light caramel, light vanilla. Some apple notes, a little bit of apple spice. Maybe like a apple cinnamon waffle with vanilla ice cream on top. But it's very light, so really one of the lighter noses that I've experienced in quite some time, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. We'll see what the big test is here when we try it, and then we rank it on the tier system. So, Copper and Cask, first ever experience with you. Good luck. Good luck to me. Cheers, everybody. Let's go. The rye and the malted barley really show through there, even though it's 70% corn. Definitely got that real kick of rye spice, maltiness spice in there right out of the gate, so that kind of threw me off. I didn't think it would be quite that much. I did know obviously it was in there, but with 70% corn I thought it would be a little bit more subdued, but it definitely kicks you when you put it down there. Okay, so really just kind of like the nose, the flavors are a bit subdued here for me as well. You get really hit with just spiciness, like tickling the tongue, lingering, spiking the tongue a bit, but the flavor, it comes and goes very quickly. Kind of just like the nose, it's a little bit light. It's interesting. 5 years old, you would think be a little bit more depth on it than that. Okay, if I had to go with some flavors here, I would go with like a dry oak, hints of vanilla, hints of maybe a light, just real light caramel vanilla, and all the rye spice in there. So yeah, it's a little strange. It just, I don't know, I was expecting more from it, I think. Being that it's 5 years old, it's 116 proof. We've got the mash bill, we've got everything on there. The nose though was just real light, and the flavors just seem to be real light too, and hidden behind kind of that rye spice spikiness that you get up front. It's not overly proofy or anything like that. It's just kind of subdued all around. So I don't know. It's honestly it's not striking me as my favorite thing ever. I did just fresh unwrap and pop it and everything. So if you believe in neck pour type thing, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and revisit it at some point in the future, see if I like it any better. But today, I'm going to put it on the tier system because that's what we do here on this channel. Let me do one more drink before I rank it. Yeah, it's like you get a little jolt of flavor, but then that flavor just kind of quickly dissipates. You get a little bit of bitteriness on the end. The finish is kind of like a dry wood with bitteriness a little bit in there. It's not a super great finish, but yeah, so for me, it's fine. It's drinkable. Maybe once it opens up a little bit, some of those flavors will start to come through a little bit better. The nose, really subdued. I like everything else about it. Was hoping that I would really enjoy this a lot, but it's just not up there with something that is like a really good, oh my god, this is an amazing whiskey. It's just kind of okay. So for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and rank it on the C tier, and it's probably more like middle to lower C tier if I'm being honest here on the Copper and Cask. I don't know. Have you guys ever had them before? I've never had a Copper and Cask before. This is my first experience with them. Maybe I'll let it up, like I said, let it open up and try it again going forward here in the future. So let me know down in the comments below if you've had them before, what you think about that bottle of whiskey. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you check out the Discord. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you for your next drink.